American flag right there at Camping World. Night watchman, hey, you have a safe drive too, man. Texas Jan and Jim, hello. No, we're not heading home. We are headed back to, we're going to Sacramento tonight, and in the morning, they're doing a rally at the state capitol for Charlie Kirk's birthday, or Capitol Mall. That's going to be from 9 a.m. to 12. Beforehand, we'll probably be on a little Kirk train pulling in, and so we will be bringing you live coverage of that event, rain or shine. So make sure you have your notifications on. That will be tomorrow morning. We got, we're going to stop in a couple hours, grab a bite to eat, and once we're done there, thank you. All right, Texas, have a good rest of the day at work. Thank you, Tammy Jane. It was actually really exciting Saturday night. I like that. I'm telling you, I'd love to be a war correspondent. I wouldn't want to see people dying or shot, but you know what I mean. Something about the adrenaline rush you get when explosions are going off and there's tear gas everywhere. truck. It sucks so bad. Targeted arrest too, because people just sat there like they're free and clear, sitting 30 feet back, but they had been doing things earlier, and they would go through the crowd and just boom, tackle them. This Wednesday, you see Bernie Sanders, you're going to have a communist town hall on CNN Wednesday at 9 p.m. What do we got going on Wednesday? We should cover that. With Rep AOC. And it says some of the issues we intend to discuss. What happened if Donald Trump is successful of throwing 15 million Americans off their health care and doubling premiums of the Affordable Care Act? Oh, this guy. Bernie. He's feeling the burn today. Definitely feeling the burn today. Cresswell Bakery. Sandwich actually looks kind of good, huh? American flag on that overpass. Andrew Warren Stanton, the deranged leftist who called for violence against ICE, fantasized about looting the bodies of dead ICE agents, and once cops dead, has been arrested. I have to save that for our show. Those videos of those hostages reuniting with their families, though, is just epic. Beep, beep. There's another American flag on this overpass coming up. One on each side. That'd be burnt in Portland. Patriotic little community right here. Beautiful too, all the greenery. Little mountain over there. Sides of the freeway. James, if you want to email me at oreoexpress@yahoo.com. That's the best way. oreoexpress@yahoo.com. Mikey, but it is Oregon. That is true. That is true. I think there's a lot of beautiful parts of, a lot of patriot parts of Oregon, and just like some other states, man, those big blue cities destroy the rest of the state. Destroy the rest of the state. H559, what's up? I love this this type of area though. As a kid, we spent a lot of time camping in the mountains. My dad liked to hunt, fish. And so when you see all this greenery, it's just incredible. Makes me want to go camping. Kimber, hello. It's fresh air too. Got a nice breeze outside when we were pumping gas. It's insane what Democrats have done to some of these states and some of these cities. It's like I grew up in California. San Francisco was one of the most beautiful things as a child. I mean, they had their hippies, they had a lot of their free will stuff, but they didn't have needles everywhere. They didn't have these little tents where they provided crack pipes. They didn't have all this homeless. They didn't have feces all over. It was just such a beautiful area. The businesses were much different. They ran out a lot of the good businesses. I'm still in a pretty red area of California. It's not the cowboy town I was raised in, but it is, you know, the cities around it are definitely bleeding in, if you know what I mean. Their politics bleed over into us. Their crime bleeds over into us. It seems like, man, you know, it was interesting on Prop 36. It got 70-something% of the vote, which was to actually be tough on crime because people were tired of going out to their cars, having their windows smashed, having their stuff taken, watching the smash and grabs in their communities, and nobody, just having this revolving door, this Gavin Newsom's new progressive California. I hope that they can wake up. I mean, who do they got right now? Katie Porter for governor of California for the Democrats, and she said the other day when they said, you know, Trump, they were in an interview, Trump got 40% of the votes in California. What do you say to those voters that voted for Trump so they vote for you? And she goes, nothing, I don't want them. Like, that's the type of people. There is no middle ground in California. It's normalcy and extreme left. A lot of videos are now surfacing of Katie Porter. Players Club special, $39 with Players Club card, 7 feathers. 7 feathers. Carolina Dreaming in the house. Kathleen's in the house. Hemi Cats. Yeah, hopefully when some people, I know there's a lot of people watching the streams, they've been kind of silent, just taking a step back. Hopefully this weekend encourages them to get up and stand up against these domestic terrorists, especially last night where the Patriots were out there. I love all these American flags on the overpass. Someone put a lot of time and effort into doing that. That was beautiful. Idaho, certain parts of Idaho. Probably gonna buffer through some of this area. Beep, beep, beep. Take a house right on the top of that hill right there. Hi, Darlene. What's up, Rubber Benji? Kaylee77, how are you? DMT says, thanks for coming to Oregon. I traveled with the convoy through Oregon and Washington. Glad I found you again. Right on. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. We're enjoying the beautiful part of Oregon right now. JH Candy Bars in the house. Truck lane, 1 mile. Hills, see if I see any deer. Brands Pass, 105 miles. It is, what is it? Let me see what my info thing is. There it was. 51 degrees out here. you it was so much more beautiful coming through here in the daytime, right? We were coming through last time it was the middle of the night. Sprinkles. That's not rain, guys, just to let you know. We're actually getting some sun cracking through the clouds right there. Keeps leaving a spot right there. Didn't know what to do. He was running for his life. Hippity hop. The bunny video made it to New York Post, huh? That's funny. Be naked at your home. Walk around your house naked. fireplace weather here in Oregon. I love putting logs on the fire at night, hanging out, even having a late night cup of coffee. What's up, Jalen? You find things to do. Favorite areas, mountains. I don't know, mountains and beach, man. You just can't get enough of them. Probably the mountains more than the beach, though. So much to do. Metz Hill. TikTok was throttling the hell out of my videos I uploaded from this weekend. I mean, it's not hard for me to get 10,000 views. The one I did of the bunny that's gotten millions of views everywhere else got 43 views. Rough Day lattes. Oh, lawful. I can do. Dutch Brothers. There's a human being. That's where we're going. That's 4 minutes to the trip. We getting some coffee, guys. Hey, LA Forgiven, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. The human bean coffee. It's gotta be one of the best coffees I get on a road trip. These are the trips where I wish I would have brought my fishing pole. Love to DMT. I already got a lunch date already with Nola in Medford. I'm gonna stop and grab a bite to eat, then head on down to Sacramento. But thank you for the offer, DMT. I appreciate you. If I go through the drive-thru at Human Bean, you guys are going to see. I'd say the best 2 states to buy coffee so far in all my travels was Idaho. They have those little pop-up coffee places everywhere. I think it was Idaho and Oregon. They're actually nice. Now, maybe this one's going to make me look like a liar, but I've had Human Bean 4 times the last 4 days. And it's like they're bringing back customer service. Doesn't matter how you play, the sign says. Just give our slot machines money. Tahiti Wave, yes, I was streaming in Portland. I just left Portland a couple hours ago. Need weed? Kanakee. No, I don't. No, I don't. At this point, it would put me to sleep. I'm tired. where are we heading next? We're actually going to Sacramento tonight, and then tomorrow morning they're doing an event for Charlie Kirk's birthday at the Capitol Mall in Sacramento, so I will be streaming the event there. It's going to be probably raining, but we're going to do our best. And then tomorrow night, head back home, which is about almost 3 hours away from Sacramento, and then do our regular podcast for a couple days. And we don't know about next week. Wherever the road takes us next week, if we end up going somewhere. Thanks for stopping in here, Tahiti. Mm-hmm. 10 minutes till we get coffee. I like that. Emerald Lawn, Sod Farms. Bad Habit. What's up? How you doing, Bad Habit? Yes, we are Charlie. Subscribe, keep up the good work, bro. Aloha from Huntington Beach. Right on. They're gonna have an event tomorrow for Charlie Kirk at Huntington Beach too. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing. Yeah, B. Mikey, I know we picked up a few subscribers over there on Rumble. It's hard to gain traction on Rumble. It's, believe it or not, Rumble and X. We gained about probably 1,400 on X, 900 on YouTube, and picked up some on Rumble. It's really important about these bigger trips that are making national news is you hope that you get more and more people to subscribe. Because the larger our voice is, the more the information gets out. BDF Blaze, right on. So yeah, anytime we can get out there. I don't know why it's so hard for Rumble. We sat at 10,000 forever. This is all we do. Sometimes more often traveling, sometimes more often podcast. We got coffee weather too. In the summer I don't drink as much coffee, but when it starts cooling off, it's all about the coffee. Thank you, BDF Blaze. Appreciate you guys. Like I said, we can't do it without you guys watching, sharing, liking, subscribing. It's all made possible by you. Hey, this little town has an In-N-Out. I was gonna say it's In-N-Out right. This town probably don't have much for restaurants, but as long as you got an In-N-Out, you're okay. In my book. Crashed his scooter? That's not good. In Portland area suck too. Thought I was on different roads than I was on. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
What can I do for you?
Let me get a 16-ounce just black coffee.
You got it.
Thank you.
$2.75. How are you?
Good. How you doing today?
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is it a joke or are you for real?
Oh, I'm for real.
Even though the Constitution doesn't allow?
Oh, I don't know. You can always change the Constitution.
I mean, they've done it before.
Yeah, no, I'm not real about it. I just like triggering people.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
There you go. May as well.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be an interesting 3.5 years.
For sure. Yeah. Take care.
Have a good day.
See ya.
She liked the Trump 2028 hat. I was forgetting I even wore it. I always wear it, but you wouldn't have got that reception at Starbucks, I promise you that. Oh. I'm so excited about this coffee. Get back on the road. That was great. That was great. Told you guys, not like a Starbucks or a Dutch Brothers. Even Dutch Brothers has crappy coffee. All it is there is people buy sugar with a hint of coffee. Now she was smiling. She's probably not too political, but she liked it. And we got coffee. bit of buffering through here. C10, thank you. Oh, that's exit only. I was getting over and it's exit only. How are you doing, C10? Good to see you again. We're on our way to meet Nola for lunch. There's a wildlife safari out here. This exit. You go in there and behind glass cages, it's like piss and anarchy. It's the wildlife. Old Uncle Bill, thank you for gifting a subscription to the Oreo Express. We appreciate you. 2 of them, thank you. Okay, now I got my coffee. I feel like I'm fueled up. I don't have that, I don't mind bitterness. In coffee sometimes. Depends on the blend. But coffee bean, or human bean, it's just a smooth but dark but good coffee. It's not overpowering. We are an hour and 27 minutes out from Nola's town. It says we're right about 324. There's a Oregon State Police, and we were doing 2 miles an hour under. I like that. I like that. You never know. On this side of Oregon, oh, he's actually pulling out behind us. What's the speed limit here? Getting that. Looks like he got behind that red truck. Maybe not. No, he's coming up to the left of us. He's running the plates. Yeah, he's running our plates. He's just running everyone's plate. See how they're staying beside him? Running the plate. Huh. They're looking for something today. Now he's getting over that way. Hitting his brakes. Slowing down everybody right here. Wants everybody to get over so he can get behind the car that he wants me, I don't care who he gets. Remember? You know our motto, better them than us. Really bad, he pulls over the whole Oreo army and we're not even breaking the law. Breaking the law, breaking the law. He's got a dangerous job out there, man. You never know who you're gonna pull over, what the person's doing, what they've done, what law they're running from. I doubt it in Oregon, Jalen. He's not going after foreign truck drivers. That's Oklahoma, they be doing that. He's getting off the freeway now on that exit. Gonna probably get back on the other side and make other people poop their pants. Kind of good we got off right there, because I probably would have been going about 6 miles an hour faster, but we were just getting up to speed still. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Holy cow, what's this? Gandalf, to help with gas and hotel. Thank you, Gandalf. Appreciate you. Kaylee and C10. Thank you, Gandalf, C10, and Kaylee. You guys rock. Thank you for being the Oreo family. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is appreciated more than you know. Can't believe, sometimes I reflect on these trips when I'm not live. I get a chance to reflect on stuff. How long we have been doing this. And how much time either on an airplane or in a car or in a hotel room. Yeah, we all love the red, white, and blues until they start flashing behind us. Or when we call them and they don't come, like those poor guys on Saturday night, man. It took, I want to go back to my video, but I'm going to guess 25 minutes for police to show up when there was like an active assault, multiple active assaults, and people still causing chaos. Oregon, he could have dropped the bowl on his shirt and it was burning a hole in it. You never know in Oregon, man. Out there outside that ice facility, I literally wasn't lying when I said, you standing there, you probably take a drug test after a couple days, you're going to have THC in your system. It was strong. I don't think Snoop Dogg concerts have that much weed. Thank you so much. It is an honor to be out here doing all this for you guys. Taking you guys along. Shotgun, as we used to say. Riding shotgun. Too bad we don't have the Speedwagon. We got to get another. I tell you what. First of the year, after the first of the year, we're going to get another. It won't be nicknamed Speedwagon, but it'll be something. That way we we don't got to rent these damn rental cars. Pay, what was it? $390? No, more than that. I extended it. Thank you for your help on that, old Uncle Bill. I extended it so it went up. But it is nice not putting miles on your own car, though, even if you have a car, especially when it's a long trip like you're going to DC. You're going to beat the heck out of a car. Stewart, the horn blows. That's the freedom horn. Cheers. Used to tell the cops when they would pick up the inmates at the prison how much I respect them. Amen. I got law enforcement in my family, and I got some buddies. Actually, when we were doing a lot of stuff in Fresno, I got to meet some officers, and they would tell me, and I keep everything, I don't tell, when they tell me something, I keep it confidential. That's just how I am. But some of the things that I can say without giving out their name is, especially during COVID, I ran into a couple that I kind of became at least pretty good acquaintances with, and they would tell me all this stuff because we were holding our protest rallies, and they changed their whole policy because the left got upset because during COVID we did protest where we would go into a store without a mask on, and they would end up calling the cops. Nobody would get violent, nobody would yell. They said we would just like to buy groceries. It was actually planned and scripted out so it wouldn't make anybody look bad. We just want to buy this, we're buying groceries, we're not putting on a mask. And one of those, the officers showed up. One of the officers that were there was a cousin of one of the ladies doing the protest. So she gave her a hug. That picture went viral. Our local newspaper put it in there like it's bad to hug a family member. And they even changed their policies now, and it makes the cops look really bad. Because now, sometimes cops won't even shake your hand or fist bump you. Because they're worried, is there a picture? This guy has, this guy's known as MAGA. And they were pissed off. They were absolutely pissed off. I think that was Paco Balderrama, the guy that slept with one of his officers' wives. I think that was under him, but that was Jerry Dyer's doing. And they always caved to the left. They bow down. When Paco said, hey, I'll meet with you, I'd like to meet with you, I just don't want you to let anybody know. He was the new police chief. He knew I was a big presence outside the Adventure Church. And when he told me that that he didn't want the left to know, I said, I'm not meeting with you. That's crap. That's cowardly. I mean, why would you bow down to them? You meet with them all the time and it's publicized. You come out here on the live stream that I'm recording and you talk about meeting, you're talking to them right in front of me and say, yeah, we'll meet next week. You don't care if that's publicized. But if you meet with me, it's a bad thing. There was a lot of officers that were just ticked off of how conservatives in general were treated, especially during those COVID times. And it's funny, the conservatives would go into a mask without a store, or a store without a mask. And it was the liberals that would go unhinged and get violent because someone didn't have a mask on. Brent B says, been a while. Glad I found you on the BC Preacher in Portland. Right on, Brent B. Thank you for joining in, and thank you for that that $10 super chat. I appreciate you, and thank you for the help. I miss all the old school people. That's why I always say, make sure you follow on Rumble. Rumble is our main platform. There's a lot of things we don't do on YouTube and other platforms for obvious reasons. So if you go to Rumble, Oreo Express on Rumble, we are live 6 days a week, one way or another. But yeah, no, I got friends that are officers. Got my friend that I just ran into him a couple weeks ago actually, was fired because he was off duty and he went outside and watched the protest at Adventure Church and he was doxxed, and they said, oh, he's a Proud Boy. He has a right to be what he wants. And they had pictures of him in Sacramento at a rally I was at, we were all at, hanging out with the Proud Boys, and that was enough. He didn't get violent. He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't break any laws. He exercised his First Amendment right, and they fired him. And he was, 18, 19 years on the police force? And we're getting some information just to let you know. He sued the police department. We're going to be getting an answer on that pretty shortly. They're going to have to settle with him. And then the ex-police chief that was now the mayor, which is, we call him Pride Flag Dyer, because when he raises the so-called Christian that raises pride flags up at City Hall and cries about it because he's so proud of it, said that he doesn't want racists on the police force. Like, where would you pull racist out of that? Again, they use all the left-wing talking points, and it is frustrating. Actually, I had some of you guys in here this weekend. I was reading some of the chats that come across at that protest that says, hey, I remember you from you covered the protest at Adventure Church, because once our old channel got killed, nobody went over to Rumble to find us, but we've been doing a lot since we've lost YouTube. We've been doing a lot of streaming, all on Rumble. We also have Twitch and Kick as well under Oreo Express. Don't go to Twitch today. We got a temporary suspension. It'll be back up at 11 o'clock tonight. I don't even want to get into it. There's the silver, 7 feathers. 7 feathers. Their gas there is $3.69. And don't forget, you guys got to remind me, I got to stop and get Caden a little something to take home. It was so cute. I FaceTimed Caden this morning, our Rachel and Caden, and Caden's talking in a weird voice in the background, and it says, I want you home, Daddy, like that. And I was like, I'm coming home tomorrow, but tomorrow night. And Rachel goes, that wasn't Caden. I was like, what was that? That was Penny. He was holding up Penny, pretending that Penny was talking. That's why he was using that interesting voice. And I just started cracking up, man. I can't wait to see him. And this summer, I am working really hard to do something. We have some time to plan, but get a used, I'm not lying, that way I could be on the road without having to miss family. Get a used RV, whatever it costs, $6,500, $7,500. Find one, spend months looking for one, even if we have to travel to get it. And when things break, just stay on the road for 2.5 full months wherever we go. So if something's going in Arizona, we're in Arizona. If something happens in Ohio, we drive over to Ohio. That way I can be with the family, but they don't go to the craziness. But at the same time educate Caden and let him see stuff. Because he's like a sponge, and he'll bring it up like 2 weeks later. It's like, I look at Rachel like, he remembered that? And that way, and then when drop them back off, and then we have an RV to be wherever. If we got to be in DC for protest, if we got to be, you know, wherever, it's going to cost money and gas, but I won't have to have a hotel. I can have a makeshift studio in there, so on days there's nothing, we can still do our podcast. And I promise you I won't paint stuff on the side of it like somebody we know. I'll try to keep it as clean as possible. And a lot of people didn't like Rumble. Rumble's improved a lot. It still has some things they're working out, some kinks I know on the live streams, but for the most part, once you get on Rumble and you get used to it, you'll like it. I'm already halfway done with this coffee and I'm feeling it. You guys can tell the caffeine's kicking in. That's what I was missing. Because I didn't have coffee. I don't think I had coffee yesterday. Because we got out there early, and good thing we did. Because we got some pretty cool arrests, some targeted arrests. I know Jorge Ventura, News Nation, was actually behind the crowd when they did a targeted arrest. I noticed I bookmarked that one on X. That was pretty good. Golf Ball Dimples is in the house. Jet Cell is in the house. Hello there, everyone. Yeah, so we'll be in Sacramento tomorrow, Capitol Mall, with 1776 Freedom Riders. They are doing an event for Charlie Kirk's birthday, and shout out to those groups. I know they work with other groups, but they are on the ball. They are always out there. They're doing it right. They care. They're not doing it for the wrong reasons. A lot of groups, and I'm not bashing anybody, I'm not going to say any names. A lot of groups do it for clout. They do not. They put in blood, sweat, and tears, and I appreciate them. I wish I could be around them more. I wish, again, if we can get our old YouTube channel back, guys, we will be traveling to every event because we will have the funding to do so. Not every event, but you guys know what I mean. And then this weekend, as I told you guys, Rachel's birthday. She hasn't been in the chat today. She's going to get in trouble. I think she was working while Caden was in school. So, but Rachel's birthday, so Roberto, myself and Rachel and Caden are going to take a drive over to the beach, the 2.5-hour drive, and hang out. They're having a clam festival, so we're going to get some clam chowder and just enjoy the beach. Actually, I didn't even look at the weather there. Maybe we won't enjoy the beach, but and this phone has no service, so I'll wait till we get service and I'll check that out. So we're gonna have some time away, and I know it was the No Kings protest and I wanted to go to that, but because of Rachel's birthday, she lets me do all this and take off. I gotta return the favor. No, I don't know, Jaylyn. I didn't ask her. I know I seen her setting up the present you guys got her yesterday. That was beautiful. Better than a retarded turtle, right? Thank you. Yeah, she was, Caden was excited too, because Caden, I think, opened it. So, we're gonna do that. I gotta figure out what I'm getting her for her birthday too. I'm just gonna see her quietly while we go through this buffer. 72 to 75. No rain. Today it's raining and tomorrow it's raining there at the beach. Good, they need it. Hopefully I have time. I got a lot of stuff to get done at home. Hopefully I have time to get a haircut this week. I would like to design that More Ice Please t-shirt. I brought one with me, but I'd like to design it in a hoodie and order me a hoodie, but it'll take about 7 days to get here. But it would also be awesome to the motorhome, like a used one. And sometimes people will have them, they take care of them, they don't use them that much, and they just want to get rid of them. You'd be surprised how often you can find really good deals. But next year we're having that America 250, so you're going to have a huge 4th of July. You're going to have the big celebration, multiple celebrations. You also have the one in DC. And that would be epic. That would be epic. Be able to get down there, just stay at a campground nearby. And just not a large one, but something not too old, but something, again, the thing you got to worry about, and this is with anything, is just the gas. And hopefully it's been maintained very well. I mean, we bought that van. It was really a great investment. We bought that van, and when we were at Bunker Hill, I was staying in a hotel at an average of $129 a night. And what we paid $1,500 for the van. And so we were saving $129 a night. I want to say we stayed in that van for about 50 to 60. I want to say it was 63 days, but let's just say 50 days at $100 a night. We saved $3,500 by buying the van, and then even though we're getting rid of it now, we're trying to sell it to a junkyard because it has internal engine. But that thing worked great. Air mattress. That was a life changer for me, man, because at home, I go out in my garage, I got all the tools I've collected, I got all my stuff over the years, and to have really just a suitcase, a refrigerator, and a air conditioner, Americana stuff as well. Start mentioning that if you know anybody, because that's what we did with the van. Anybody have a little camper van or anything, and we had some great patriots reach out, and we went and picked up the van, and they gave us a good deal on it. They still watch. I don't think they comment much, but I know I get a text from them every once in a while when we're out and about. A nice pair of jeans at American Eagle, huh? Yeah, the marketplace on Facebook, yep. I can't do it because I'm just a bad guy. Yeah, I miss the meeting people when we're on the big events. Like I said, I got to meet some people down here in Portland, or up here in Portland, and people that I haven't seen for a long time. replacement phone has shipped. Let's see, track your replacement package. Let me track it and see. Probably get it tomorrow then. Label created at 2:10 p.m. So they don't have it at the facility yet, but that's good. That so bummed me out until I realized I could cover up one of the cameras and still do a second stream, because again, even TikTok, we want to grow, we want to get the stuff out, we want people to see it, and if we can grow and push people to our regular live streams and become part of the Oreo army, even if they disagree with us, as long as they can be respectful in the chat, that will be awesome. We were talking about it last night. If my Facebook and my YouTube wasn't banned, the reason why they did it is because by now we would be over 1 million followers easily. At the rate we were growing and the things we did that nobody else was doing. Kaylee. You know what I mean? There's some people out there that aren't necessarily libs, but they have been indoctrinated by the media. And they instantly think when they go into chats and then people just jump all over them because they have a different opinion, they're saying the media was correct. You know, I mean, that's what I do. I go out there and I show you everything I say is true, because look at how they're acting. So, I mean, there's a lot of people in this chat, believe it or not, that didn't think like they think now until they got to see everything firsthand. I get emails and they're like, especially the border, what you're showing me at the border, I haven't seen anywhere. I've heard Trump talk about it, but your coverage really changed my mind on the situation. And it's like, that's what we need to do. God's creation is just amazing out here. Valley, Grant Pass, and Medford. About 45 minutes out from meeting Nola. Gonna grab some grub. up and down and around. Trucks in the left lane. And there's a fire truck coming down. Kathy Richardson, our left coast is so worth the fight. Thanks for all you do to show us safe travels, my friend. Thank you so much, Kathy. Appreciate you more than you know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is, it really is. I mean, this is some of the most gorgeous spots in the world are the West Coast. I tell you, I love California. The beauty of it. If you take out the Democrat policies and start fixing what Democrats have created, it's amazing. It truly would become the Golden State again. There's another, something happened that way. Prayers for whatever happened. 2 more cops flying up that way. Slow us down. We're making good time again. My garage just closed. Beautiful view out here. I see we have a Democrat in the House. Texas Real Woman's back. can't thank you all enough. I do appreciate it so much. Susan, no, we're meeting up with Nola to have some lunch here in about 30 minutes, and then shortly after we get back on the road, we'll hit California. Red trees right there. They turn red, bright red. Fall is here. Wild River Pizza and Brewing. This would be a great area for a coal-fired or wood-fired pizza place. Starlink, solar to the gills, with battery backup, off the grid, my own well. Hanging out with Nola. Hush, hush, hush. Wonder if this thing's working yet. pitch a tent and hang out for a couple days. Right here at Gold Hill, exit 40. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this. I'm going to meet Nola for some lunch right now and eat some lunch, and I'll get back on the road, and I will definitely start another live stream as we head to Sacramento, California. We are going to cover a Charlie Kirk birthday event tomorrow with the 1776 Freedom Riders in Sacramento, California. So we'll see you all in a bit. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you for anybody that wants to help us out. If you do, you want to donate for gas, food, and lodging for our trips, you can go to Venmo at Oreo Josh, Cash App, $Oreo Army. We also have GiveSendGo, which is givesendgo.com/Oreo2024, one word, Oreo2024. And as always, we have Zelle. If you do mobile or online banking and want to do a direct transfer to us, we accept that too. The Zelle address is down there at the bottom. It's purepatriot559@yahoo.com. I want to say once again, thank you to any and all donations. Thank you to the mods, and we will see you guys here shortly. God bless y'all, and have a good rest of your afternoon.